Hey guys. Man, I can't believe it's Sorry Monday, but alright, let's jump into it. So, I'm going to be talking about the book Firestarter by Stephen King. Yeah. If you haven't guessed already, I am a huge fan of Stephen King. Maybe too much of a fan, to be honest, and I have a pill behind me because I want to keep my back straight and shit like that. Anyways, yeah, so basically it's about, I guess let's start from the beginning. Like this guy named Andy McGee and Vicky Tomlinson were once college students, and to get some extra cash, just like I think $200 or something, they decided to participate in this experiment where there's like a control group which only gets water, another group which gets a serum called Lot 6 that scientists have been working on to see if it can lock like any psychic potential. So basically, turns out both Vicky and Andy get Lot 6. They kind of like, it's sort of a hallucinogen, basically like trip, basically like trip balls, something like that. There's this one scene that's especially, well, not scene, but there's this part that's especially disturbing where there's this guy in the cot near them. He starts clawing out his eyes. And of course, Stephen King, which, he is really good at describing gruesome stuff. I'm not going to go into full detail, but yeah, guy just claws his eyeballs, and apparently someone had cardiac arrest from it, or people committed suicide later on in their lives. So basically, at first they thought, they're just tripping. They imagined all the disturbing stuff they witnessed. Although they found out the same day they got injected with Lot 6 that like they could read his minds. Eventually, Vicky discovered that she can lightly like push things, like close doors, cause pencil to fly across the room. Just made nothing too remarkable. But Andy basically has this ability, he calls it the push, where he just like mentally focuses on so-called pushing someone, like giving them suggestions, basically like mind control or something like that. It's making them believe that it was their idea, and he tells them, "Yeah, forget that I told you this. That was your idea," and stuff like that. He can make people do things, but the consequence of that is he gets this really bad headache, and he calls like just a pain in his head. He kind of I guess metaphor something like that. He's this like a black horse, this busting down the stable doors and just like coming for him or something. And yeah, basically, they have a semi-normal life until they have their they have a daughter, Charlie McGee, who they soon find out has pyrokinesis, which is like the most unstable out of all the psychic abilities, most destructive, because whenever she was a baby and stuff like that, she couldn't really control it. If she was upset, like her, for instance, there's this one part where her tabor got on fire and she fell on the stairs with and stuff like that. Basically, whenever she gets upset or scared, like she's able to light stuff on fire, and she kind of dissociates from herself. Remember, it's really sad. The book, because Charlie, who is 7 years old at the end of the book, she turns 8. So like the 7-year-old basically is reasonably traumatized what she can do, and a part of her likes what happens to her. Like it doesn't hurt at all. She compares it to this feral animal or something like that. It's hard to control, or was hard to control for her. And basically, she does some messed up things to protect her dad. It's still pretty messed up, and definitely you should only read this book if you're able to handle reading pretty gory parts, because it can get pretty fucked up. If if you've read Stephen King, other Stephen King books, and you'll know what I mean. I mean, like, it's pretty gruesome. I mean, that's what I like about his books. Not just that, but um, that's not totally PC. Like, I might enjoy reading about violence, but at the same time, I don't know, just morbidly fascinated by it. I don't know, I'm just a weird person. Anyways, yeah, but what's really sad, about Shirley's situation is she contemplates suicide. Like, mind you, a 7-year-old is contemplating suicide because of something she can't control. Basically, Vicky like gets captured by the shop, and basically they interrogate her and kill her to find out where Andy and Charlie are. So Andy and Charlie basically have to run away from this organization who is very fucking persistent. They won't stop. They want to capture Charlie alive. Like, at first they figure that the dad, I mean, could just they could just kill him. Then they find out that he's able to sort of control Charlie, like, for self-defense and stuff like that. I mean, he basically tells her when it's not okay or when it's okay. He says in certain situations that sometimes you have no choice but to use it, even though it sucks. And they find out that, like, without the dad, it would be kind of hard for her to control her abilities. So basically, at her on the run, they constantly hitchhike. One time they're in a bus, I think kind of like a hippie bus or something. Another time, this guy in a truck picks him up. They go his back to his farm. Like, some serious shit goes down. I'm not gonna give you too much details because I'll make sure that if you read the book, then it's not that much is gonna be spoiled for you. Anyways, yeah, basically just about them on the run. Andy sometimes has flashbacks to whenever he was younger, like whenever Vicky and just goes to yes Vicky and Andy's past, and so like that's kind of interesting how it goes back to that, and then it describes the point of view of different characters, which is interesting. I mean, it's in third person. There's Andy's point of view, Charlie's point of view. I think Vicky has a little bit of a part. Then there's the head of the nefarious organization, the Chapel. I guess not necessarily in charge. I think he's kind of like the boots on the ground. He's in charge of the stuff like in the facilities and stuff like that, which basically